All right, Jimmy. I understand you have another story about a time when who you are affected your experience on this campus that you kind of want to share and maybe you think is kind of interesting. So why don't you go ahead and explain to us what that was?
Yeah, okay, so, just sitting here thinking about it and obviously doing this little interview thing, what a lot of people wouldn't expect is, growing up I had a lot of issues with depression and things like that, which a lot of people wouldn't necessarily believe. Like, oh, I look like a confident guy and stuff like that, but then it wasn't always like that. It took a lot of time. And I'm not ashamed of myself or anything like that, and I don't really, it's not like something that you're trying to draw sympathy from other people. But, growing up, I got diagnosed with depression and bipolarity and things like that, things I didn't really understand. And so I got, bullied a lot, which is why I got into sports. Because, I just wanted someone, and I was almost like, someone had to like me because they were my teammates, so they had to be my friend, and I'd have to make friends. It was almost like they were obligated, which sounds strange and like, that doesn't sound like a good way to do it, but it's just the best I had when I was, 14 years old and stuff like that. And so, but then growing up through that and going through, some hard times that don't really need to be elaborated on, and finally gaining that confidence through football and obviously medication and therapy and things like that, but just through sport and through friends and building on other people, having people build on me and build me up and make me into, I guess, what I am now. I don't really sit there and wake up in the morning and go, oh, like I made myself by myself. Like I definitely attribute everything to my friends, my family, my team, just everyone I grew up with, whether they were my friend, whether I didn't like them or not. I try to like everybody, but that's definitely transferred over to, I guess, me now. Is how I look at things. Like I don't understand when people are like, oh, I'm afraid to talk to this person, I'm afraid to do this, I'm afraid of that. Why are you afraid to do anything? There's no reason to be afraid because you can't help the way that you were made and you can't help what someone else is going to think about you, but you're never going to know unless you go do something. And so after getting bullied and being shy and being afraid and just being scared and completely closing hundreds of doors, eventually, once I finally was like, look, I gotta stop doing this, and I got that confidence, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it anymore. So I do say hi to everybody. I try to make friends with every single person. That's why I got in the theater, because I'm like, I don't care what someone else is gonna think, because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's something I definitely brought to Penn State because I know I'm gonna beat the crap out of this whole experience. I'm gonna take everything I can out of this place. And I'm not going to leave any of it behind. I'm really not. I'm going to bring as much of it as I can with me, and I'm going to try to touch as many people as I possibly can, and hopefully they can go on and do the same thing. And I think everyone should be able to just go, look, I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to care what anybody else thinks. And just, I don't know, I guess do good, make a difference in other people's lives for the positive instead of holding themselves back.
Well, thanks so much for telling us that story. I really appreciate it.